Hi, loves. Iman here. Today I'm talking about sacral, about flow, feelings and emotions. And this is a big topic for me. There was a time when my tears weren't allowed to fall or they weren't safe. So I stopped feeling at all, and it took me many years to experience joy again, since pain and joy are felt in the same place. I was afraid of pain, so I was afraid of joy. When feeling wasn't safe, first time I remember, I was really young, and I thought I was responsible for everyone. I was the one who knew how to listen, who stayed calm, who held others through their chaos. But I didn't know that I had built this identity around not having needs. I secretly felt that nobody else was cared, and I cared so much. I had no idea that I was a parentified child. I didn't have this thermal awareness, but this child version of me was attuned, sensitive, hyper aware, was always scanning for how others felt so I could adjust. I could smile, stay quiet, stay sweet, stay smart, all these coping mechanisms. And my own emotions started to feel that they don't have space to rise. So I would get fear, anger, grief, and I would learn to suppress them, compress them, leave for later when I'm alone. There wasn't room, there wasn't safety. And I didn't understand that that's what it was. And I carried this coping mechanism for a long time. I stopped feeling at all. And then suddenly I would burst in sadness, in sorrow, in anger. What looked maturity was actually emotional freeze. And what looked like empathy, I'm an empath, was actually survival. And for a long time, I wore that like a badge. So the flow center teaches us, the second center, that it's about our relationship to emotions, pleasure, need, nourishment, and intimacy. What it teaches us is that this consciousness, this alchemy that happens when we allow the feelings, it's our flow into life. This center governs the element of water, how we move, how we connect, how we respond to life with presence instead of pattern, instead of conditioning. When this center is wounded, we either flood with emotions or clamp down on it. We feel too much or we go numb. And behind both of the strategies, there's often a younger self, an inner child who learns that my feelings aren't welcome here. It's safer to take care of others than to feel what it is in me. It's especially true in people with what's called a neural defense, those who had to become emotionally attuned to survive. And oral defense often comes with weight issues. Well, we don't talk about it in this video, but just know it's not a flaw. It's a gifted adaptation. And without healing it, it becomes addiction. And could be addiction to food, for example, to closeness, to helping, to being needed. Anyone? Me for sure. For a long time, it left me hollow, yearning, overattached, anxious in relationships, cut off from my own life force. Through the trauma lenses, this shows up as undercoupling. To explain it a little bit, it's like we can talk about feelings, even feel others' pain, but we're not in touch with our own emotional core. And that's because the nervous system has learned that feeling equals danger. That's a coupling. So it numbs as a protection because it's in danger. And the only way out of it is to repattern. And that's what we do in somatic practices. I will give you one tool now. It's a flow practice. It's also called as a pendulation. So let's try this pendulation practice. It's inspired by somatic experiencing and is to build emotional safety. So for now, we pause. Place one hand on your belly, the other on your heart, and feel the weight of your hand. And recall a mild emotion. We don't have to start with the worst emotion ever, just a mild emotion. Think of a moment that you felt perhaps mildly disappointed or sad, something recent and light. You can pause this video, do it at your own pace, and let the sensation rise. The sensation, where do you feel it? Not the emotion, not what you think, not how you name it, but the sensation. Where do you feel it? Is it tight, hot, hollow? Just notice without judgment. And then we pendulate. We shift your focus to something comfortable. Maybe a sound, a color, something round, a memory, a texture, another mild feeling, a positive one. And let your system land there. Feel the sensations and then feel the contrast. Go back and forth between both of them. Gently move your awareness between the two of them. The overwhelm to build the capacity, and the good one, knowing that you can be in between and reclaim not all, not at once, not dramatically, at your own pace. Feel through the sensing. Give this gentle restoration of trust with your body. So, to reclaim your emotional aliveness, if this pendulation supported you, otherwise, write a comment. I can do this with you. We can have a discovery call. We can do this practice one-on-one. Just know that if it resonates, you're not broken. It's not your fault. Your body was protecting you. And it doesn't have to stay this way. And you can pendulate between emotions anytime you feel it's rising faster than what you can handle. On Elemental, my program, or any of my coaching programs, we go deeper into the emotional patterns. There you learn to feel without flooding. You learn to express without guilt, without overwhelm. You learn how to find joy, something I really love to share because for a long time I couldn't. And we do this by feeling our emotions, not by suppressing or controlling, managing them. Those are sacred currents waiting to return. That's what our feelings are. Universal intelligence expressing themselves, expressing itself through us. If this tool was helpful to you, you may share with others. If you want to know if perhaps this is something you struggle with or not, and you are not sure, you can take my integration map quiz, and it's on my website, eman.coach. There you will receive which one of your patterns may be out of balance at the moment you took the quiz or in this phase in your life. We are in a spectrum, it moves, it's not a judgment, it's just a self-awareness tool that I've done with so much of love to support people who wouldn't know what I know after so much I've been studying and practicing and doing the work. And you can start through there, just taking a simple quiz, and you will receive some tools, you receive the results, and you can also keep on joining here on the channel, watching other videos. I share in all of them a free somatic tool of environment or breath work, or you can sign up for Elemental. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you witnessing me and us doing this together. Thank you. Bye.